Oh, man. Woo, chilly today. Hello, guys. Welcome back to J Does All. Today, we're finally starting back on the R32 GTR. I've had this car since 2014. I lived in Japan for a couple of years, been active duty Air Force, and was able to ship it back with me. And when I got it back over here, single swapped it, you know, did all the big stuff, how tech this, blah, blah, blah. Well, lost a rod bearing on number 6 journal. And just been down ever since. And that was probably, I don't know, 2017. So it's been down for a while. In between that, I've been deployed and, you know, moving, switching houses and a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's just, you know, kind of been at a buddy's shop. But I have it back. I just got it back last December. So it was a nice Christmas present to have it back. Now that I have a shop, you know, behind my house and a lift and everything to do everything I needed to do, this is a good blank canvas. So it was gone for a while because, one, we ran into some hiccups. You know, Nissan brought back the Heritage program, and that was supposed to give us, you know, new quarter panels, new floors, you know, all kinds of body pieces. And at the time when that kicked off, I had orders in that, you know, just got canceled because the demand was so high they couldn't produce enough. So a lot of the stuff they don't even make anymore. Being as impatient as I am, that drove me to kind of switching some things up. I originally wasn't going to have a wide body car. I just wanted, you know, to fix some of the rust that was going on with it because, you know, been in Japan, everything's salt water, so these things rust like tin cans. But that forced me to kind of go a different route with how I do the car. The car ended up getting caged by a buddy of mine. And what we ended up doing was tying the cage into the frame rails. So now I have tubular chromoly frame rails, and the cage ties into all of that. And, you know, I went ahead and did swing out bars, and, you know, it looks really good. It turned out really well. You know, I'm pretty happy with it. Right now, I'm in the middle of patching up the floor, kind of attaching floor panels to the bars to fill in these gaps, so one won't get more rust back in here. Two, my feet aren't dragging through the floor. So that's what we're gonna work on a little bit later today. First things first, what I wanna get knocked out is, I know you're probably looking at it like, why is one side of the car like wide and the other one has nothing on it? So I ordered this Veilside wide body kit probably about a year ago, almost, from Gary Penhall over in the UK. He makes these wide body kits. Good guy, solid guy. I actually called him last night because I wanted to go ahead and start, you know, doing my bolts and rib nutting into the body so that I have good places to mount this kit. I actually called him last night to double check my placement of where I was putting the panels. And, you know, I don't know what time it was in the UK. It was almost midnight here. But, you know, he was helping me get it aligned just, you know, via text and videos. So, solid dude, man, if you get that kit from him, you know. But it is a Veilside wide body kit. I think it's a 100 millimeter rear over fender and a 50 millimeter front fender. I think that's accurate. If not, you know, he'll tell you. But the plan is today to do this side and get it going. Last night I did the passenger side. I went ahead and cut out the rear quarter. I still have to go back in, make paneling to seal that up. My plan is going to be to probably cut this inner fender liner here halfway, remove this front section of it. I'm gonna go get some sheet metal and tack it to that back fender liner that I got left. And I want to bring that sheet metal to meet the body kit, because the body kit has this little lip right here. I don't know if you can see it right there. So I want it to meet there. And then I'm gonna weld around that new fender or inner fender to seal it up. And then I'll probably POR 15 over that, just so no rust or anything happens with that. I'll probably use more silicone bronze to kind of mend that body and that inner. Excuse me. I've been sick. This flu thing is crazy. I'm sorry. So I can weld that inner wheel together. So today's goal is to do just like I did last night. I went ahead and, you know, put the fender up there, taped it up there in the spots it's supposed to be. Took a marker, made my dots. While this was still on there, I went ahead and took a drill and drilled into it through the holes, just so that I can already have a starting mark, and I know that it's exactly where the panel is going to be. And then I took the panel off and finished drilling the holes out. So that's what we got going on today. And that's probably what I will be doing majority of the day today, is getting that kind of situated. Because what I want to do is I want to pull these wheels off. I bought these wheels probably, I don't know, 3 years ago. They're brand new. The tires are brand new. It's just been rolling around from shop to shop and in here that they look dirty, but I've never driven on these tires. I've got these wheels right when I thought I was just gonna replace the motor, drop it back in there and call it good, and that just never happened. So I've never driven on these wheels. What they actually might end up being are my track wheels. They're 18 by 9 or 9.5 on a 265, 35 Kinder Kaiser KR20A, sorry. So I might end up keeping these and making these my track wheels for this car, and then go with a taller tire for when I do drag events, or if I, you know, time attack, whatever. I want to have this car do everything it can possibly do. My new wheels are actually some SK forged GT2s and an 18 by 11 -25 offset. And those are gonna look so much better. They're wider, they'll fit this body kit good. And then my plan is to throw a 295 4018 on those wheels. So I'll go grab those a little bit later, because I think what I wanna do is mount that rear quarter, throw the front fender on. I'm probably gonna pop these wheels off, and then I wanna put those wheels on just to see what my, what it's sitting like, what it looks like, and then make sure the 295 is the right tire I wanna go with, because I mean, I could run a 305, you know, just as easily. So I kind of have a certain look I want to go for with this car. Like, I want it to tuck really nice. Like with my RX-7, like you see how that rear quarter just touches over that top of that tire. I love that tuck look. Same thing up front. I love the stance of how that looks. And I want it to be pretty much the same on this thing. So that's what we got going for today. Stay tuned.